Okay, guys, just bear with me. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Just bear with me for a couple of minutes here. I'm just trying to get everything all straightened out. I wanted to make sure I was live, and I want to make sure you get voice here on this morning, so I'm going to go check out the channel. Hi, hi, hi. Let's go live. We are live. YouTube studio. No, hang on. Your channel. Your videos. Let's see. Live. Okay. So we get rid of that one. Okay. Let me copy and paste the title. Okay. Get rid of that. Go back over there. Okay. Hang on. Just bear with me, guys, for 1 minute. Okay. So we're going to delete that one. Delete forever. Yes. Delete. Go over here. Edit title. Save. Share it out to Facebook. Go over here. Live. Live. Okay, just making sure I got voice. Okay, good. Let me share it off to Facebook. Share that. Okay, and let me share it off to my group. Share the group. Okay. Okay, group name, that would help, right? RON, Ryan's Keto Cafe. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think I'm in. I think I'm there. Okay, sorry about that. Aye, aye, aye. I want to just make sure one more time we got volume. Okay, we got volume, good. Okay, I don't need the headphones on because I'm filming without I'm filming on my mobile camera this morning. Well, guys, welcome in. Today is October 26th. It is Thursday. Fix my ear a little bit. Push it all up because of the headphones. I guess it's all right, huh? Be right back in a minute. I think that's better. Yeah, my ear gets pushed up when I put the headphones on. So, hi guys, hey, good morning. Welcome to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron after we got all that jibber jabber out of the way. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? It definitely helps me when I'm posting videos. And always, before you get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. So, so anyways, we had some disturbing news last night with the folks up in Lewiston, Maine. At least 22 people were killed in a bowling alley and a couple of other locations that we know of, and over 50 people were injured, and they're still looking for the suspect. So let's keep those guys in our prayers and our thoughts this morning to comfort those family members, because life is too short and things can change in a wink of an eye. And if it happened over there, it can happen over here, or wherever town that you're involved in, wherever you live. And it's always good when you're going out to these locations to be vigilant and you know your surroundings and know your exits. And, and that's probably the best advice that I can give to you guys. Well, today is Thursday morning. Again, it's October 26th. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. We got for the next 3 days. It's supposed to be in the 70s, almost 81 degrees on Saturday. Saturday, we have the Halloween parade. I'm going to be filming that, taking some photography of the kids and the costumes. And we have what's called Fright Night. That's going on to the end of the weekend. I was driving around yesterday with my wife. She had a doctor's appointment yesterday for an ultrasound. And, everything's fine. And then I want to take out some photography to some of the houses and stuff like that, and maybe I'll put something together, a little bit of a video for you guys for the channel to see what I'm looking at in my city that I go driving. And that's why I got the dash cam. I go out and do some dash cam videos. The only problem with the dash cam video, it's been coming in a little bit, you get a little bit of a glare from the window. And I bought this uh, Rove CPL filter there for the dash cam, but the problem is I got an older dash cam that I purchased, and that was the reason why it was cheapo. So I got two choices: either send this back or send the other thing back, or just keep that and send this back. So I'm thinking about sending the dash cam back, because I can keep it right up until the end of January, because the holiday season's coming up, and send it out for the better one. But the better one costs about $40-50 more, so I think I'm going to go that way. And then yesterday, this came. I ordered a mat from Amazon, because what I want to do, guys, with this is lay it out on the table. This is a nice heavy-duty mat. Use that for a nice background when I'm filming. But the problem with this mat when it came in, and when I unraveled it, it had on the other side of it, it had a crease in it, and it was all bubbled up. So this is going back, and that's it for that from Amazon for that stuff. I think I paid about $25 for that. So yesterday when I was at a couple of days ago when I was at Walmart, my wife Donna there, I saw some stuff similar to that. There were flat mats that go onto your kitchen countertop, so you could have your coffee stains and everything. And they were about the same price, and they were flat, and already flats. And so I'm going to be picking up a couple of those later today, so I can use it for a background drop, so you don't see all the junk underneath my bottom there when I'm filming. And my countertop is terrible there. I don't like the kitchen countertop, and I haven't got that much room in there to film anyways. First, let's have a sip of my coffee. So what do we got going on today? Well, I have this right here. I got to bring back to the office today. My friend Pat there wanted me to do some photos from 1855. We have some old historic photos of Leominster, and they would put on these things called stereographs. And what that is a right and a left image together on a cardboard. And they're all black and white, obviously. And I actually had one color one, but somebody colored it in, because they didn't have color photography back in the day. And so the photographer took a left and a right image, and they went into this thing called a stereograph. And you look at it like you would like the old things that were round, and you stick the card in, you used to look through like an eye thing like that. And you think you know what I'm talking about, but I forget what those were called. All viewfinders probably. And yeah, so it's kind of similar to that, but these are really old cool images of the city, what they look like back in the 1855 time frame. And we had a fire in the city back then. Of course, we didn't have the apparatus we have today to put it all out and everything, so they lost quite a bit of the town structure back then. But some of it I would recognize of the downtown common area, but in the area where we have all the monuments now, there used to be a gazebo over there, and that's where they used to do the local concerts, and now they do the concerts over there at Carter Park. So it's really, really cool. And so what do you got going on today? We're going to be making some Hot Pockets. We're going to be making some golden brown Hot Pockets. So this recipe comes to you from Keto Café. I found that she's got a pretty cool YouTube channel. She's got over like 10,000 subscribers, and she's only got about maybe 80 videos. I was trying to figure out why she got so many subscribers but not that many videos. And I think it all depends on how you put your material out, and your thumbnails and all that stuff there, and all the the way it's filmed. And she does a really professional job of her and her husband filming that. She doesn't talk over the video. He talked over a couple of videos, but that's our 8 o'clock one. Yeah, and so he talks over the videos, and some of them when she's not around to film, and he's filming her and filming the whole process, and with some background music and some simple directions over the timeline. And that's what I like about her channel. And yeah, so this is where I got this recipe from. I made it yesterday. It's called Keto Hot Pockets, and we're going to make some golden brown keto hot pockets with some cheddar cheese and some bacon. I do got my iPad going. It is working properly this morning, so I'll be able to answer any questions on the chat type. So if you got any questions for me, just feel free to answer any questions. And so this is a simple recipe, guys. You're going to need 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, 2 ounces of cream cheese, and we already have it softened. It's been out on room temperature for a while. Everything's all pre-weighed, so this is going to move pretty fast, except by the time we're going to wait for it to cook in the oven. We're going to microwave the cheeses for 1 minute in the microwave. We're going to pop it out. We're going to stir it up with a spatula. We already got 1 egg. We're going to add that. It's a beaten egg. We're going to pop that in the after it comes out of the microwave. But before we put the egg in, because that is hot, and I don't want to cook the egg, we're going to add a cup of almond flour and 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, which I already got weighed up. And to change it up from the original recipe, I'm adding in about 1/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of salt. And we're going to mix that all up together. We're going to dump that into the almond flour. We're going to mix that all in together, and then we're going to add that into the cheeses that we melt, and then we'll add the egg, and then we'll combine it all in together till it forms a dough texture pattern. And then we'll pop that onto a parchment paper and lay out another sheet on top, and then we'll make our dough, and then we'll cut it into 4 squares, and we'll add, for our choice of toppings, are going to be cheddar cheese and some bacon bits. And then we'll take it and we'll seal up the second half on top of each one of those, and then we'll form a seal, give it an egg wash, and then we'll pop it into the oven for 350 degrees for approximately 15 to 20 minutes, or until it's golden brown. And then we'll come back in the back room, or we'll talk about it, or we'll just cut it there, and at that point we'll end the video. But this is going to go very, very quickly. I already got everything already pre-weighed. Yeah, so, and if you're coming in late on this chat, you know, just comment on my video. Let me know what you guys think. You know, I haven't done a live video. Actually, I did a couple of lives this week there. One I deleted because I was out in the open field over there at the Doyle Estate. And the video was coming in all distorted because we had a really poor internet connection. So I got rid of that video. But next time I go down there, I'm going to just film and talk over the video. And then I'll put it into something so you guys can see. And maybe I'll bring my small tripod with me. Actually got a 73-inch tripod. I could probably bring that with me. Just set up my mobile camera. So yeah, I slept really well last night. I had about 8 hours of sleep last night. I took some nighttime medicine, and yeah, we were good to go. And I feel pretty good today. I didn't do any walking yesterday the way I should have. I was kind of resting all day yesterday on my leg. What happened Saturday is, sitting down in a chair like that for 14 hours and you're all crunched in like this and you can't sprawl out your legs or anything like that. It really did a number on my left thigh area where my hip is, and it's just slowly getting back to where it should be for me. And, it makes me think about the sitting down baloney if I go down there. Do I want to play bingo again? I don't know. Maybe I would, but as long as we can get a table where there's not too many people on. We were 6 to a table. I didn't like that. But it was a prepaid, and there were $15,000 game payouts, and again, they had 5,000 people there, so your odds of winning wasn't that great. Nothing tastes good like a coffee. I was going to say nothing tastes good like a cigarette shot. Remember those old commercials there, the ones that fall within our bracket? So I do got this set up on, public, so I don't see anybody here watching the video, because maybe people just, aren't ready to watch my video. But if you watch it later, let me know what you guys think. And if you ever made this before, and if you do. Oh, the nice thing about this particular recipe, guys, it's very easy to make. And when we dump the dough on the parchment paper, we're going to spray both sides of the parchment paper on one and then the other one, to make it easier to work with the dough. And then we'll cut it with a pizza wheel cutter. And I forgot to take the pizza wheel cutter out of the drawer. And again, I got everything all pre-weighed. It's just going to go in right now in about a minute or so. And I got to go to the office around 9:30. And I'm going to go walk down there because it's a nice day out today and get a little bit of exercise today. I had a goal of 50 miles for this month, and I don't think I'm going to make it for this month. It's going to be close. I'm probably going to wind up at about 45 miles for this month. Last weekend, the walking I did that Saturday before after the bingo finally got done, I ended up at 2 miles of walking there and another 3 miles of walking that Friday night. So between the 2 days, I got 5 miles of walking in. But I'm the type of person there, guys, I have to just keep on moving and moving and moving because, it's not good and healthy for you to be sitting in chairs all day long, too, especially when you're trying to lose weight. I did pick up like 5 pounds this past weekend. And we're back on track to losing weight again. I did an egg fast for a couple of days, and today I'm breaking my egg fast. And I kind of broke it yesterday with the cheddar cheese hot pockets that I made. It came out real good. So without further ado, guys, don't mind the mess now. I'm going to get up at the camera, bring it into the kitchen, and we're going to do that. And I happen to have my iPad here, so I can answer any questions. So let's just go right to the cooking area. And just follow me along. I just got to try to keep the cat out of the room, because I don't want him in my room getting into mischief. Okay, so bear with me, guys. Gotta flip the camera around. Okay. We're gonna do it this way, guys. So just hang on. Okay. I have the iPad going, as you can see, so I can watch the chat. Type if there's any questions, just ask me. Okay. So I got everything all pre-weighed. You're gonna need a little bit of cooking spray. Get that. Okay. So let me show you what's going on here. This is the almond flour. We got a cup of almond flour already pre-weighed. So this should move pretty fast. So what we got going on here, guys, we got 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. We got 2 ounces of cream cheese, and it's the regular store-bought brand. The Philadelphia brand is the best brand out there, but the problem is it's expensive, and they got this for about $2 cheaper. So let's get that going in the microwave for 1 minute. Okay, then we have 1 cup of almond flour. We have garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and a half of a teaspoon of baking powder. And that gets dumped right in there. Just trying to get it all out of there. Then what I usually do, guys, is I just take the whisk and I just kind of like trying to get it all incorporated a little bit. Oh, again, making a little bit of a mess. Ay. Try not to make a mess if you can. If you can help it. That's good. Shit can be good. Okay. Then we have 1 large egg at room temperature already whisked. Just follow me along if you're doing this recipe, guys. It should be fine. This is our cheese melted. I'm just going to take that and mix it in a little bit. Just like, follow me along. You're doing good. Now let's take that and dump the almond flour right over the top. Any questions for me, guys? Now we're going to just take our egg. And we're going to use another egg, but we're going to use that second egg. We're going to use that for an egg wash. Okay. You just keep working your dough. Let me try to get the rest of that egg out of there. Okay, so that should look something like this. So now we're going to take a piece of parchment paper. And again, you should, at this point, you should have your oven preheated at 350. Lay down a sheet of parchment paper on the countertop, okay? And you take your spray and you're going to spray your paper. Okay. Now we're going to take the dough, put it right on top of that. Right into the center. Easy peasy, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to move that out of our way for now. Okay, now we're going to take a second parchment paper. We're going to spray that. Okay. And the reason why you're spraying the parchment paper, guys, is so the dough don't stick to it, okay? And you're going to be working with the dough pretty fast. And you're going to make some type of a rectangular shape. Okay. Move the camera so you can see what's going on. We're going to use our rolling pin. You got a piece of wheel cutter. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something. So if you're trying to cook and you're trying to get a nice rectangular shape, show you how easy it is. So just pop the other piece off. I can still use this. You can use that like that if you want. I'm going to fold that in. Okay. Fold that in. Fold that in. Okay, do the same thing on the inside. Okay. See how nice and square that is? Now we're going to take it and roll it again. Get it nice and smooth, okay? And that'll be our dough. It doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as you can work with it. There we go. I think I'm pretty much happy with this shape. We'll go back in the drawer. There you go. See that, guys? So at this point, all we do, guys, we're going to cut it in squares, okay? So I'm going to do, let's see. Do it this way so you guys can see. 1, 2. Just trying to remember what I did yesterday. So I want to make 2 out of this. Okay. Now we're going to put that on our sheeting pan, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, there you go. So what we're gonna do, guys, is just pick that up, separate them a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna, in other words, this one's gonna be the bottom, one's gonna be the top on those. Very simple, guys. We're going to use a little bit of cheddar cheese. Put that in a small bowl. Hang on, guys. I mean, I could make 4 and just flop it over, but the amount you put on there, it all depends on how much you want. Well, yes. You should only make it 2 today, so yeah, that'll be fine. I'll just work that in, and you'll see what I'm doing. And then we're going to be using some bacon bits. Hi guys. Hi Carla. Hi Tuba Chat. So today we're making some hot pocket pizza, hot pockets. So what we got going on here, guys, the ones that just joined me in late, I have some chopped cheddar cheese on each one of these pockets that are going to be pockets. And then I took a cup of mozzarella cheese, 2 ounces of cream cheese that I softened in the microwave. And then I added 1 egg, 1 cup of almond flour. I add a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, half a teaspoon, actually a half a tablespoon of bacon powder, and the garlic powder and onion powder, and a little bit of salt. Everything's taste. Now I'm going to do the filling in with that, the bacon bits. And this could be anything for filling, by the way. It could be, say like if you want to make a pizza pocket, you could take a little bit of red sauce, and then you can just fold them all over with a little bit of mozzarella cheese or any cheese of your choice. You know, we're going to do that another day. We'll make some of those. So I just take the bacon bits. This is, you know, whatever amount you want. It's whatever amount you want to put on there. And that's fine. It runs over because it's just all going to cook in. We're going to cook that together, and we're going to come back and talk about this. So all you do is you take your top and you fold it over that. And so what I'm doing is I'm just centering that so you guys can get a good idea what I'm doing. Okay, and that's it. You're just going to make a crease. Okay, that white is from the egg started to cook there, so that's what I'm saying. You want to try to, you got to work fast with this dough. This is the real simple recipe. I got my iPad going, so I'm watching the chat type. So now we got that almost ready to go. Almost. What I mean by almost. I'm going to get my little bowl over here. I don't need a pizza cutter no more, so that can go in the sink. We're going to crack 1 egg into we're going to use this bowl. We're going to crack 1 egg into the bowl. And we're going to whisk the egg, and we're going to use that for an egg wash. Here's the egg I got right here. Just give it a good whisk. We're going to add a little bit of water, about a tablespoon of water into the egg mixture. We're not going to use the entire egg, but you could, if you're doing this and you have egg left over, you can save it and make a little scrambled egg with it. So all you do is you just take your egg wash and just put it right on top of your egg, in your pocket. What that's going to do is it's going to help it brown. And the great thing about these guys is you can make up a bunch of these ahead of time. And again, I got my oven preheated at 350 degrees. And I'm watching the chat type over there. We're going to go to the back room while this is cooking and have some coffee together and just talk. Okay, so now we're done with all that. That can all go into the sink area. If I wasn't doing a live video, guys, I'd be cleaning up this mess as I'm going along. But I like to clean up my mess as I'm going along to make it easy for an easy cleanup. I can go back in the cabinet. That's good. That's good. That's good. Shut that. Okay, so I'll show you the oven. Again, let me adjust the camera angle, so don't mind my mess. So there you go. You could top those off with some sesame seeds if you wanted to. Everything all seasoned bagel seasoning would be good. There you go. So let's go in the bedroom and talk about it in the back room. And, don't mind my mess over here. It is what it is. I'm going to show you my cat. This is my cat, Oreo. Say hi, Oreo. He's over there window watching today. Isn't he a beautiful cat? Very, very, let's say, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. He's a bit pain in the behind sometimes, but we do love him. Now I'm in my back room, so don't mind my mess. Let me get settled over here. Okay, then I'll be answering any questions. Flip the camera back around. Okay. There we go. Hey, we are back. So, okay, here we go. Let me do that. Straighten up the camera, get it nice and even Stevens. Okay, so how did you like that? So right now it's 8:25. Those will be ready in 15 minutes. We'll pop them out and we'll plate it and we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So let's just have a little chit chat this morning. Hi Tamika, hi Carla, and hi Kevin. How you doing? How you guys all doing this morning? Oh, excuse me. So how did you was I okay doing how we did it this morning? Just instead of keep moving back and forth like that and stuff like that. I don't know how else to do live videos like for chats yet. I'm still trying to figure that part out. Let me adjust the camera height and everything. Then not the height, but just the angle. Yeah, so today is October 26th. Yeah, 26th. Today is going to be a beautiful day in the city. I'm going to go walk into the office this morning, and I got to bring some files over to the one of the commission members this morning. I got some right here. I worked on about 30 photographs for him last night. He wanted me to crop out the photographs for him, and I had to touch them up a little bit because he's using them for a project for the city. And I do a lot of city volunteering. So if you guys are retired and you find yourself bored, your town or your city, there's so much opportunity to volunteer. And I've been a volunteer member of mostly all the organizations now. God's for at least 12 years now, and I enjoy it. Sometimes it becomes too much, but when it comes too much, I just kind of like slow down a little bit, sit back and say, okay, I'm just going to do my own thing, and I got to take a little bit of a break, and they understand that. And I don't get paid for it, but I just enjoy covering events. I'm covering the Halloween parade Saturdays. That starts at I think I may have said 10 in the morning. It lasts about 3 hours, and usually they start out at the end of the street. They got all kinds of Halloween floats, and the kids come down there with all kinds of costumes. There's usually a couple of thousand kids there that show up for this event, and then they follow it to the lower common area, and they got all kinds of tables set up and all kinds of candy for the kids. I don't do the candy bull crap no more. But it's just fun going to the local events and just talking to people that know me and stuff like that, and taking the photographs out and talking to the mayor and do that. And then on the Veterans Day ceremony, I'll be filming that event at the local city hall. Now, the Veterans Day it's on a Saturday this year. They do it the day that they have Veterans Day, and the city will be shutting down that Friday to honor Veterans Day. Now, if it fell on a Sunday, they would shut down on a Monday. So that's how we do it here in our city. And again, what they do is they go down to the lower common, they say a prayer in front of the memorials, and they do this the Star Spangled Banner. They lower the flag at half staff, and then the Leominster High School, they play taps and all that stuff there, and then they move it into the city hall, and the ceremony lasts about an hour and a half inside the city hall. And then what they'll do is they'll honor all the veterans, and with awards and cash awards and stuff like that. And then they'll do the marching band will play all the hymns of all the militaries, and they'll have all the military people stand up and when they clap. And it's really a touching ceremony. And then, of course, that Friday and that Saturday for that same weekend, the church fair that I volunteer, and they're going to have a church fair. I volunteered for both days, but I'm not going to be able to do any days. My wife has got some issue going on, and I don't want anything to happen to her, so I got to kind of like keep an eye on her. But we are going to attend the fair on that Friday. They make a lot. Kevin, you know what these called? These called puddings, and the broccoli they make it's a Canadian dish, and they make it and they also make something called chicken frico, which is a stew, and it's really, really good. So, and I look forward to all that at this time of year. So I'm definitely going to get a plate of Roppy and what I put in, and I'm good to go. And that'll be a blow-off day for me. And do some walking around that Saturday. So when I'm done that, I'll probably go back Saturday if I got time. And then I'll probably help them out volunteering that Saturday. But I just it's been really busy for me and Donna, and I went down to the tribe Saturday this past week. I didn't win anything, but I had a good time. Other than my leg cramping up from sitting in the chair too long. It's not when you're six to a table and you're like this and you can't move, you can't sprawl out your leg. It did a number on my inner thigh area where it all jammed up and tightened up on me, and I had a hard time putting pressure on that when I went up the last time to go to the bathroom when I was there. Once I started walking around, it started loosening up a little bit, but it's, I probably will go back there again at some point, but not right away. It's just too expensive. Blowing $600 like that, and I thought about it. Yeah, it's nice to think about winning a $15,000 game, but, and they had one winning that $100,000. It could have been me. I mean, I did wait. But the bottom line is I would much rather take the $600 and buy a piece of camera equipment or something like that. And so I bought I'm just checking out my time because I put it in at 25 past. So we'll be ready about, maybe we're going to go another 8 more minutes. And if you want it more crunchier, you could definitely do the crunchy part and leave it in a little longer. So I bought this mat yesterday. It actually came in yesterday. And I wanted this for filming. And what happened was I opened it up like that, and it fits perfect on my desk and on my countertop. And it's a heavy mat. But the problem with it, it's all curled up, and I can't get it to straighten out. And on the back end of it, it's all bumpy because it's the way they packaged it all together. So I'm sending that back in Amazon, And then when I was down Walmart's the other day, I saw something similar to that, except it was a flat mat, and they had quite different ones over there. And I measured it up with my measuring tape at Walmart's. And it measures to about the same size, so that would be perfect for me. So when I'm doing filming like I did now, I can film it all in here, prepping in the back room, and you won't see all this cruddy crap underneath my desk area. So that was the reason why I wanted to film, and I got my overhead camera down now over here. I'm using this overhead for my overhead shots when I'm in the back room filming. And I got 3 or 4 tripods, and I sent out for some poles attached specifically to the tripods, but no matter which one I was using, they were flopping over because it was too heavy. And then I did some research, and they don't tell you this on the when you buy this stuff. They had some counterweights that you could buy and put like a weight on the back of it to hold your camera up, your tripod up, so it doesn't flop over. I got a $1,500 Canon camera there, and I got another $6,000 invested in camera lenses. I wouldn't want anything to happen to something like that, I'm going to be using that Saturday to film. I'm going to be using my mobile camera to film, and I also have this thing that I purchased. This is a nice little Canon camera. It's a video camera, and what's great about this is because the strap, the strap adjusts like that, and you can walk around handheld doing video, or you could just, and I put that on my tripod because I did the tractor parade using this. And because the sun was overhead that day and it was picking up a lot of glare, I put my umbrella on, I attached my umbrella on top of this and to block out the glare of the sun. So that's how I film for our city when I'm doing video for the city. And also for the filming this coming year, we have actually three more events coming up that I'm going to be filming. We have the, we call it a winter stroll, and they have vendors set up all down the street, and they do ice sculpting, and they, what else do they do? They got all kinds of vendors set up. They do hay rides, and like a tractor hay ride, and uh, all kinds of activities for the kids. And Santa Claus is there, obviously, and they got all kinds of vendors set up, and you can get some, hot chocolate and stuff like that. Some of the local churches you can go in and they offer all that stuff free, and they got a lot of live entertainment that day. And then it's followed by the lighting of the trees. The mayor lights up the trees down the downtown common area, and I usually film all that every year, and I like that because I talk to a lot of people that I know, and it's a fun event. And then during that time also we have two more events coming up. We're going to have the Colonial Band, the Leominster Colonial Band. They've been around for over 100 years. I hadn't been filming for that long. They've only been filming those guys for about 12 years now. But they're going to have a concert inside the City Hall. They have the Festival of Trees at that time are going to be going on in the City Hall. So what they do is you can donate a tree to the City Hall with all the decorations and everything, and they usually have about maybe a couple hundred trees set up, and they're auctioned off. You sign an auction, you write your name and how much you want bid for the tree. Now Donna and I won 2 trees a number of years ago, and I actually ended up taking one. And so now with the flood that we just recently had and lost all our Christmas stuff there, I'm thinking about bidding for one, but and we'll see what happens. And the money that they raise for the trees, by the way, that goes to the fuel assistance program for people who need fuel, which is really a great situation for the it works out good for everybody. So and it's just, again, I'm keeping an eye on the time. I'm gonna let that go another 5 more minutes, and we'll go check it together. And I'm just gonna go like this with the camera rolled into the kitchen area. And if I think it's ready, we'll pop it out and I'll put it on my plate, and then we'll come back again and we'll talk about it. I'm just trying to keep my cat out of my room because he's fine for a few minutes, but and after a while he starts getting to mischief. He starts climbing up the screens and everything. And I already got 3 screens I'm gonna have to replace when I eventually move from here because he put holes in them. That's the only thing about cats there. They're usually home wreckers there, but and they don't listen to you like a dog. At least a dog is more trainable than a cat, and a dog will respect your property than a cat will. And but I mean, again, a dog, if you're a dog owner or a pet owner, you know what I'm talking about. You got to take them out to do their duty every day, and they're a great animal, but they give you lots of love in return. That this one doesn't, but he's a lot to senior people like Donna and I to handle, and this is what I got to deal with. So how's everybody doing this morning? What do you guys think? I just it's going good as far as the weight loss goes, guys. I gained about 3 pounds this weekend after I weighed myself the other day. I was scared to get on the scale, but I had a carby weekend, and that was to be expected. And back on track. I did an egg fast for a couple of days, and it just basically eggs, butter, and cheese. And yesterday I ended up having a couple of steaks. I made a couple of ribeye steaks in the air fryer, and added some Montreal seasoned steak seasoning on it and salt, pepper. I score my steak, and then I spray my steak with a little bit of olive oil, and that gives it a really good crunch because I like mine nice and charred on the top and both ends and well done. And then I make a nice little buttery sauce, steak sauce for that, and it's wicked good, And then I did that. So I had 2 steaks yesterday, and Donna had an appointment yesterday. We kept that, and then going down to the office this morning. Got to get some walking in this week. I do the charity on Friday nights here. If you're locally, they have a bingo that I've been volunteering now since the startup after the pandemic happened, and we'll leave it at that. And Yeah, and I'm gonna continue volunteering because I just enjoy talking there. Everybody talks to me over there on a Friday night. They all know who I am, and they all say hi to me. And I sit down and I chat with everybody, and and I'm trying to help these girls over there because they're on the heavy side. One Monday, I gotta find out how she's doing. There Monday, she had weight loss surgery for the gastric bypass, and yeah, I think she had the lap band. She said that's what she was gonna have. But I did warn her about the lap band because if you're going to get like weight loss surgery, do your homework first. You're supposed to have those replaced every 10 years. And one girl that I talked to, Deborah there, she didn't have that replaced because she didn't know. And she almost lost her life this past year because they broke in her stomach there. And can you imagine? And she spent almost a good, at least a few weeks that I know of in the hospital. I ain't seen what that hospital bill was. My wife was in the hospital for 3.5 days, and I got a bill for it the other day, $38,000. I ain't paying that. They can go screw themselves. I'm responsible for about $800 of that, but I can't afford that. We're seniors. We're living on retirement. We're getting by, but it's just the idea is, here's the other thing about that. I just got a text message from the Hyundai dealership there, reminding me about my payment. I already got the money in there, but I only had like about 10 car payments left on the other car. I'd rather have the other car back without the payments, but at least we didn't lose our life and everybody is good here. And yeah, so let's go check that. So we're going to talk as we're going along. So if you want guys ask me any questions, we'll tell you no lies. Again, here's my cat. We're going to show you. This is you're going to find this funny. It smells like this guy. Look at he's lying down on the floor. Isn't it funny? I think that's done. I'm going to pop the light on. We're going to check. Oh yeah. I use my glove. Pop that onto the stove. I don't burn myself. Look at that, guys, huh? Look at that. Shut the stove off. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Don't judge my mess here. That's a lot of times I never felt like doing live videos because of the mess. We move that out of the way. There you go. Look at that, huh? Nice and golden brown, huh? So let's put that down. I'm going to use a spatula. Plate them. I don't want to burn myself, so. Yeah. Use a pot holder. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. So that's what those look like. Make sure you put the back side. Nice and golden brown. Don't those look good, guys? Now you see how simple that was to make? So when you just see, let's move I'm gonna move my camera angle a little bit. Just hang on. Let's take that and cut that. We'll cut that. Oh, we're gonna cut one of these open. See how easy they cut? Watch this. What do you guys think, huh? Can I cook or can I cook? So let's go in the back room and talk about it. Again, I'm going to be flipping the camera up, and we're going to be flipping the angle. Okay. Back again. Well, let me know if you guys got any suggestions for me how to do this, because if you got a better solution, let me know. Okay. Sorry about all that moving around, guys, but like I said, I'm filming on myself. If I had somebody more professionally helping me, we could do this. There you go. So I'm going to move my keyboard so I don't get any footage of my keyboard. So there it is. Look at that. I suppose you want me to try one now, right, guys? So I always, in the back room, like when I'm filming and stuff like that, even when I always have paper towels in here. And just wanted to show you. Look at that, guys. Suppose you want me to take a bite of it, huh? Wicked good. I'm having a moment. Because really, I could taste the garlic powder and the onion powder, and of course with the bacon bits and the cheese, it tastes wicked good. And some of that. It's nice and golden brown on the bottom. See that? And the filler of the cheese, I use cheese and I use bacon, but you can put anything you want. You can put an egg in here. You can do, say, pizza sauce. You can eat that Reyes pizza sauce, put a little bit of mozzarella cheese, a couple of slices of pepperoni, maybe some salsa in here or something like that, some chicken. You can put some ground beef in here with some sauce in here, or just about anything. So I'm going to make a series of doing some of those. Next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them all up into little bite-sized little chunks, and probably about half of this size over here, and then we'll have like about 10 of them onto the sheeting pan, and they'll pop that in the oven. They'll be like little pizza bites, and then we'll plate it. So I got an idea about doing like a series of these. But what do you guys think? I'm sorry about all that moving around back and forth and the readjusting the camera and the camera angle, and puts a mess in the kitchen. It is what it is. You know, that's how we live. I got to go down to the office in about 20 minutes, so I'm just going to finish my breakfast. I'm going to put that in a Ziploc bag. I got to clean up my mess before I get going. So I try to clean up all my mess as I'm going along. So if I was just in the kitchen doing this without filming live, I'd probably be doing all the you know, I'd have this all done before now. But yeah, so Kevin, if you're still watching, so at the beginning of the month, I wrote down my watch hours and my subscribers, because I need 4,000 hours of watch time in order to become monetized. I have 2,000 hours of watch time according to the YouTube analytics when I go in for the lifetime. But at the beginning of October, I wrote down my watch hours. I was 1,136 watch hours, okay? Now, this morning when I went in to check my watch hours, I was 1,272. So I gained quite a bit of watch hours in that time, but then again, I'm running playlist. Good morning, Miss Diva. So I'm running my playlist. If you want to watch the video backwards, you can. I'm gonna get going a little bit. So I lost 3 hours of watch time hours last night, which I didn't understand that. Okay, and then I have 1,106 subscribers, which is cool because I had 1045 at the beginning of the month. And prior to that, the ketogenic woman, she interviewed me about my weight loss journey. I picked up 300 subscribers just from the live interview that I had done. And so we're definitely getting up there. You know, it's going to be, and again, you have 365 days once you reach 1,000 subscribers, I believe, before your channel gets monetized. But I'm running multiple playlists on my all three browsers, and I got over 100. Sometimes I'll put as many as 500 playlists on my. I'll make I'll open up a new tab, is what it is. And I'll run multiple playlists that way, and I'll loop them, you know, just to get the watch hours. And it's been working out pretty good, but, so that's how I've been trying to get my hours up there. So if you know what I'm talking about, could you help me out by looping a playlist and watching my watch hours? This is why I'm doing live videos, because this all takes into consideration with YouTube. So I hope I did okay. I didn't sound as nervous as I did the other day. What I like about it too is I'm using my iPad over here now. I can watch the chat type, And this is an Apple iPad. I paid about $600 for that, by the way. I've probably used this a few times. And when I return back to school in January, I'm going to be investing in an Apple computer because I'll need that type of computer for the work that I'm going to be doing. I'm going over to Gardner in the Mount Wachusett Community College, but I'm thinking maybe one day next week that I'm going to be popping into Fitchburg, and I'm going to talk to the Fitchburg State University and get involved into a 4-year program for film and video editing. Even though I know how to do all this stuff, guys, I want to get a degree. I never got a degree before. I never even went to high school. I did get my GED years later, and it would be fun for me because anybody that knew who I was always a shy little kid growing up. I never really had a friend. I never dated. I never really went on dates with girls. I met Donna, and that was it. We got married. We've been together for 40 some odd years, actually 42 years. And it's a long time to be living with me. I can't imagine. They got to give her a couple of gold stars for that one, for sticking it out with me. We've had many battles over the years, but we managed to stay together. It's kind of like with my weight loss journey. And you hear that noise outside, it is rubbish day, so that's why I don't like to do filming on Thursday. And then you have the, no offense to your Spanish community, but we do have the Spanish concerts on whales that come flying by here from time to time. And, I just deal with it the best I can. And, so I'm going to have another bite. Oh, so good. You couldn't make a dipping sauce for these two guys. You could put like a ranch dressing or something similar to that. I did buy some seasonings that I'm going to be making some ranch dressings and some taco seasonings. I want to start doing some tacos again and that sort of thing. And I bought some of those the egg life wraps. I got when I went down to Walmart a couple of days ago. They had some on the shelf. 2 times I went there, they didn't have them. So when they are there, even if I don't need them, I picked up about a half a dozen packages of egg life wraps. They do have a variety of different wraps and different flavors. The regular egg life wraps, there's hardly any carbs at all because it's all egg. And they're nice because you can make something similar to this and just do it that way without having to go through the actual recipe. But these come out really good. Look at that, huh? And this is that second one that I haven't even eaten yet. Look at how nice the color on the bottom of that, huh? So what I'm going to do with these guys, I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag, and I'll have them later for a snack, and I can warm them up in the microwave, or I'll eat it cold. But these are really, really good. So so stinking good. So is there any questions you guys want to ask me before I head out and go down? I got to clean up my mess and head down to the office. If it's not, I'll catch you guys later. Don't be watching for Anne Marie's video this afternoon. I believe she's going to be doing another cooking show. She's a really great YouTuber, by the way. I think she had a doctor's appointment this morning. That's why she didn't pop in. Also, she does some cooking with Tam. And also, Miss T does a lot of live cooking shows that I watch her channel too there. But we're all here to support and help one another. Again, my channel's not monetized quite yet, but at some point it will be. But if it never does, I'm just here to help you guys to get healthy. And thank you for continuing to support me in my journey and hold me accountable for my weight. When you're trying to lose weight, it's very important to get support. And I do have family support. Have my own Facebook support group, Ron's Keto Café support. Welcome to go to Facebook and say, Ron, I'd like to be part of your support group. You can post anything you want on there, but no drugs, don't do drugs, and no drugs for weight loss or any of that sort of thing. And we don't ask any medical questions because I'm not a doctor, and we know that Rudy choked as far as, when that goes. So I'm going to have another bite. Again, really good. So if you got any suggestions that you want me to cook with you guys, you let me know. And I'd like to do like a pilot video first. like I did yesterday, and I was okay with filming out. That's why I was okay with filming it this morning. And it helped having everything all pre-weighed up first, and then I could just go ahead and do the recipe together. Maybe next time I do one like that, I'll have one already made, and we'll do the recipe, let it cook in the oven, and then instead of going back and forth, we'll be able to do that. But I got to figure out how to do all this without having all the cut off in between the background and all that junk. And anyways, I'm going to get going. You guys have an amazing day. Again, my hearts and prayers go out to the people in Maine. Just remember, no matter where you are, it's situated, and what town or city that you live in, it can happen at your town. So you just got to be vigilant wherever you go, know all your exits, and have a plan if something happens, because you don't want to be in that situation. So again, our hearts and prayers go out to the victims and the families, and have an amazing day, guys. Love you guys. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like and share, and subscribe to my channel, and have a great day, guys. Bye.